Good morning, students. Standard 10, subject Social Science, chapter number 6, Places of Indian Cultural Heritage. As you already discussed about this chapter, and at that time I informed you that this chapter is too much interesting because due to places. In this chapter, we are going to learn the different places of our country, and majority we can say these all are monuments. Now, just we quickly recall, or you can say revise the last video's work, so we can make it interconnected with this topic. So in last video we discussed about Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar is located in Delhi. In 12th century it was constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak, but during the half construction is over, he was died, and the remaining work was completed by his son-in-law Iltutmish. That tall skyscrapers, 72.5 tall skyscrapers, that from base, it means for example we have discussed about that 13.75 meter at its circumference in the downside, and it reduced 2.75 meter to its top, like that way. So now, and after that we discuss about that Humayun's tomb. Humayun's tomb was constructed by his wife Queen Hamida Begum after the death of Humayun. It was constructed in Iranian style of art. Then after we discuss about Hampi. Hampi was located in the river Tungabhadra, bank of river Tungabhadra, in the hospet of Bellary district of Karnataka, and it is the capital city of Vijayanagar kingdom. In that, two main temples will be there: Vitthal temple and Hazara temple. Apart from that, we discussed last topic in the last video is that Fort of Agra. Fort of Agra is also located in city of Agra, Uttar Pradesh. And in that, it was constructed by, we know that it was constructed by Akbar in 1565 AD. It is 70 feet tall and 70 feet circumferences, 1.5 mile circumferences. And it is believed that the last days of Shahjahan he had spent in this fort. So that we have discussed, and today's our topic is too much interesting because we all are familiar with this Taj Mahal, because Taj Mahal is considered the 7 wonders of the world. Students, whenever this question is asked, many students are writing about their own. It means they are getting the information from the net or some other sources and they are writing in that answer. It is allowed, but most important thing is that you give more priority to the content which is given in our textbook. So that is better for us. So today we will discuss about Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. So first of all, location. Taj Mahal is located in Agra. Now, as you all know that Taj Mahal is considered 7 wonders of the world. Now it is located in Agra. So what is, or with the which thing the Taj Mahal is considered in the 7 wonders of the world? So first of all we need to see that the Shahjahan's innermost wish is that the tomb of his beloved should be you can say renowned into the entire world. That is why he make the tomb, or you can say Taj, this Taj Mahal, to the given to gifted to the Indian cultural heritage as well as to the world also. Second point is about that Taj Mahal is 7 wonders of the world. Now, it was built by Mughal king Shahjahan. In the memory of his beloved Queen Mumtaz. Now, Mumtaz is his wife. She was died in 1630 AD, and after the death of Mumtaz or his beloved, the construction of Taj Mahal was started in 1631 AD, and it was completed in 1653. So it will take 22 years. You just see that how much years they have considered. Total 22 years for the construction of Taj Mahal. That is why it is also considered that due to this long durations as well as that best example of architecture of style, that is why it is considered the 7 wonders of the world. In that, Shahjahan used the sculptures. Sculptor means what? The person who make the Taj Mahal. So the sculptures of Iranian, Arabian, Turkish and European. It means from these all countries they came together and built this Taj Mahal. Now it is the base tomb of the world. Taj Mahal considered is that base tomb of the world. Now it is considered the base tomb of the world because in Taj Mahal the tomb in the sense in Gujarati we can say it is a cover of Queen Mumtaz. It lies in the center of the Taj Mahal. Afterward that the building of Taj Mahal was constructed in such a way that in the rectangular pattern from north to south. That I will write here, rectangular pattern. It means, for example, it was constructed in such a way that you just see that, like the diagram. It is the diagram of you can say Taj Mahal. It is in rectangular pattern and from north to south. And in that rectangular pattern, the tomb of the Mumtaz is in the middle in the octagonal shapes. And after that, the grave of Mumtaz lies in the centers, and the outside, you can say architecture of Taj is not only for inside or you can say tomb of the Mumtaz, but it glorifies from all 4 directions because four minarets are there in the 4 directions of the Taj. Apart from this, there is a garden beside of this huge monument, and fountain also will be there. Now there is a one good line that carved out on the one of the arches of the Taj Mahal is that pious hearts are welcome in the garden of paradise. That I will mention here. That is written on the one of the arch of the Taj Mahal. Pious hearts are welcome in the garden of paradise. So this is the information about Taj Mahal. Last point is that we have discussed pious hearts are welcome in the garden of paradise because the Shahjahan made this huge monument for his beloved, and it is his innermost wish that the tomb of Mumtaz should not be having the other also in the world. So that is why this is also world famous. Now today's another topic is Red Fort. Now before start or explore this topic, we need to understand in the last examination, it means in the last examination of SSC board exam in March 2020, this question was asked in different way. The student cannot you can say easily identify. It was asked in such a way that the currency notes, new currency notes of India, 500 rupees currency notes, which monument is there? Identify the monuments and write the answer. So at that time you must have to be remembered that on which currency note which monument is there. So that is why I informed you already. Now Red Fort is there on the new 500 currency rupees note. Now Red Fort, so today we will start Red Fort. Red Fort is located in Delhi. Same, it was constructed by Shahjahan in 1638 AD. But student, please remember that in the earlier we discussed that Taj Mahal was started in 1631 and it was completed in 1652. So during that time only he has started the construction of Red Fort also. So during same he has constructed two monuments together. Now, third information is that red stone was skillfully used in the construction of red fort, and that is why when you see the red fort, you just see that red fort is look like a reddish color from the outside of appearance. That is why it is called red fort also. Now, Shahjahanabad founded a one city, namely Shahjahanabad. Now, Shahjahan founded one city called Shahjahanabad. It was given the name after his name. That is why, and he has founded the entire city in the red fort. When you see the red fort from outside, there will be a huge city inside of the red fort. So, what will be there in the red fort? So, there are some buildings like Diwan-e-Am, Diwan-e-Khas. So these are the two main buildings over there, Diwan-e-Am and Diwan-e-Khas. Now in that, Diwan-e-Khas is most important thing. Why? Or you can say the meetings, or you can say callings or get-togetherness will be there, and this entire hall is the amalgamation of gold and silver. It means the entire hall ceiling is embedded with the gold and silver. That is why it is called Diwan-e-Khas. Look at the word Diwan-e-Khas. It is khas, it means too much important. That is why they have given the name Diwan-e-Khas. Apart from this, some other palaces, or you can say buildings in the red fort are Rang Mahal, then Mirror Palace, then Lahori Gate, and Meena Bazaar, and Mughal Garden. Now, Mughal Garden is considered to be the center of the red fort, and it is the best example of architecture. Apart from this, there is the one huge and good thing will be there in the red fort. It is Peacock Throne. Now, what is Peacock Throne? First of all, we need to understand the word throne. Throne in the sense the area where the king or queen will be seated. Or you can say in Gujarat it is called Rajgadi. So, the Shahjahan, wherever the Shahjahan seated, that Peacock Throne is also studded with the gold and silver and with the precious stone in that. But unfortunately, the Peacock Throne was looted, or you can say captured by the Nadir Shah, and it will took with him to the Iran. So that Peacock Throne is now not in our country. It will be taken by the Nadir Shah to Iran. And now last one. Every year Indian flag is posted on the red fort. I think so that you have might seen also the parade which is going on the red fort. So here I will ask one question. On the national festival of 26th January and 15th August, the national flag is hosted in the red fort. But you might find out one answer which which the question is going to ask right now. On 26th January, the Indian flag is hosted by whom? And on 15th August, the Indian flag hosted by whom? It is hosted by two different persons. For example, Prime Minister and President. But you need to find out the reason why it is hosted by two different persons on two different days. So students, today's third topic is Fatehpur Sikri. It is also one, or you can say palace or city, but it was constructed by not Shahjahan. Now it was constructed by Akbar. Now, so first of all, we'll see where is it located, what is the speciality of this monuments. So just see that first of all, Fatehpur Sikri is located 26 miles away from Agra in Uttar Pradesh. Now, you might have observed that majority all the places are in Delhi, either Delhi or Uttar Pradesh. So these are the two heritage cities of India. Also, we can say that because you can see that many monuments will be located over there. Now, this city was founded by Akbar. This city was founded by Akbar. Akbar has founded this city in the memory of Sufi saint Sheikh Salim Chishti. Now you just see that this entire city was founded in the memory of Sufi Sheikh Salim Chishti, and it might be that in the memory of this person Akbar has founded this entire city. Now the next point is about Fatehpur Sikri is that the construction of Fatehpur Sikri started in 1569 AD and it is completed in 1572 AD. Now, what are the speciality of this Fatehpur Sikri? So first of all, we see that the palace of Birbal, because we know that Akbar and Birbal, we have heard many stories of Akbar and Birbal. So here main palace is palace of Birbal. Then Golden Palace, Bibi Mariam, Jama Masjid, and Buland Darwaza. Now, these are the main palaces, or you can say main parts of this city. Palace of Birbal, then Golden Palace, Bibi Mariam, Jama Masjid, and Buland Darwaza. Now, we'll just quickly see that the information about Buland Darwaza. Why it is given the name Buland Darwaza? Buland, it is an Arabic word. Buland means huge, बहुत मोटू. આપણે જે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ છીએ. So Buland. Now, Buland Darwaza is 41 meter wide and 50 meter high. You just see that 41 meter wide and 50 meter high. So might be when it will be open, we require number of people to open this gate. And they were constructed this huge gate and huge palaces because they can easily secure them for the other attackers, those who are attack on them. Now, apart from this, there would be another main cities or another places which are located in the Fatehpur Sikri are Panchmahal, then one more time Diwan-e-Am and Diwan-e-Khas and Jyotish Mahal. So these are the other buildings which are located in Fatehpur Sikri. Fatehpur Sikri is the entire one city founded by the Akbar. So students, today we have discussed three topics: Taj Mahal, Red Fort, and Fatehpur Sikri. But you will be getting more information from the other sources. For example, internet and other sources also you collect other information. So you can say more information. But my humble request that please give more priority to the content of the textbook which is given in our text. Okay, so you can write more information about these palaces, but this information is required must. Okay, so in today's lectures we have completed 3 places. Now you remember one thing, that this Sunday we will be having the test of chapter number 1. So please prepare all the worksheets of chapter number 1, revise it one more time carefully, and complete the worksheet of today's lecture also. Thank you, students.